What I know about Dave Thomas is that he was friends with Cousin Lee and he was friends with Uncle Harley. And he was an apprentice of Uncle Harley's. He did come up with the idea of putting his faces on the bucket. There's a documentary about it. I have uploaded it. It's in the playlist of KFC lore. Here's a clip from it.
On the Thunderbird. Oh, he says, that'd be too ostentatious. Next sentence, when can we get that done?
Dave would have a hand in developing the buckets and spinning signs that made the Colonel's kindly smile hard to get away from.
He came up and helped Uncle Harley market his face. He was approached and sold very poor franchises.
The Colonel and Phil Klaus, Dave's boss, had 4 Kentucky Fried Chicken stores in Columbus, Ohio that were failing, and they were looking for someone to throw with the problem.
My dad made him the offer and talked him into moving to Columbus, Ohio with his family and taking over these businesses that weren't doing that well. He went over there and he started merchandising and running 2-for-1s, and all the things that he had learned here he'd put to use, and he turned it around in short order.
Dave Thomas was finally out on his own and running his own show. It should have been fun.
No, he wasn't having fun. No, he wasn't doing much of anything except going to the stores and, and working. And it was work. I mean, back then, it wasn't just mental, it was physical labor. He was cooking. I mean, he'd come home at night smelling like grease. Fried chicken and grease. No, there was no party time.
I can remember days where he'd go into a KFC store and the product wasn't right, and he would grab the tray and throw it right in the garbage and tell the manager, start all over and do it right. If you can't do it right, don't do it at all.
And the little redhead was Melinda Lou. And everybody called her Wenda. Not Wendy, Wenda. I don't know, I just looked at her and said, I'm going to call it Wendy's Old-Fashioned Hamburgers.
And work was great. The chicken was going out, and the praise and the money were coming in just as fast. 20 years after leaving home to work round the clock, Dave Thomas was an overnight success.
Some articles say he sold it back to Sanders, but Uncle Harley only owned the Canadian franchises at this point. He didn't own Kentucky Fried Chicken in the United States. He was just a spokesperson for them. So he sold back the franchises to Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's what I know, and that's from the documentary.
Now, with a chance to make a fortune, he sold his stores back to Kentucky Fried Chicken in 1967 and made several $1 million. His new financial independence would let him provide for his family beyond anything he'd even dreamed of as a child.